Welcome, everyone. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you found us. You're about to dive into a true crime mystery that will stay with you. Trust me, you don't want to miss a thing. Before we begin, where are you listening from today? Drop your city or country in the comments. I love seeing how far this amazing community reaches. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chilling story like this. The pattern no one saw coming. Part 1. The disappearances. It begins quietly. In a place where nothing ever seems to happen. Oregon, known for its forests, its calm, its stillness. The kind of place where people feel safe. Where routines go uninterrupted. Where life moves slowly, predictably. Until one day, it doesn't. A woman is found. There's no immediate panic, no widespread alarm. Tragedies happen, after all. Isolated incidents. Unfortunate, but not unheard of. Life continues. But then another woman disappears. And then another. At first, no one connects them. Different lives, different backgrounds, different places. Nothing obvious tying them together. But something feels off. Weeks turn into months. The discoveries continue. Each one sending quiet ripples through the community. Not loud enough to cause panic, but enough to raise questions. Families begin to worry. Friends begin to look over their shoulders. And investigators begin to notice something they wish they hadn't. Patterns. The victims, many of them vulnerable. Some had faced difficult circumstances. Some had simply vanished before being found. And that's when the tone shifts. Because patterns don't happen by accident. Patterns mean intent. Patterns mean someone is making choices. And somewhere, out there, that someone is still free. Behind the scenes, detectives begin comparing notes. Cases that once sat in separate files are now laid side by side. Details are re-examined. Timelines rebuilt. And slowly, a picture begins to form. But what they don't yet realize is that the answer may already exist within their system. Not hidden, not unknown, just overlooked. A name, a face, a man who had crossed paths with the law before, someone who had never fully disappeared, because he never needed to. He was already there, hiding in plain sight. And by the time anyone would fully understand what that meant, the damage had already been done.
Welcome back. The case just got stronger. Part 2. The Man in Plain Sight. By the time investigators begin to connect the cases, the question is no longer if there is a pattern, it's who is behind it. And the unsettling truth about cases like this is that the answer is rarely dramatic. It's rarely a stranger lurking in darkness. More often, it's someone ordinary, someone seen before, someone remembered but not questioned. As detectives dig deeper, one name begins to surface. At first, it means nothing, just another individual with a history, a past that includes encounters with law enforcement, a record that places him close to the system, but never firmly within its grasp. But then the name appears again, and again, and again, each time tied loosely to places, timelines, or circumstances that now feel too close to ignore. Detectives begin to look closer, not just at the man, but at everything surrounding him. Where he had been, who he had interacted with, what his life looked like during the periods when these women disappeared. And slowly, the coincidences begin to feel less like chance and more like something else entirely, something deliberate, something controlled. The realization doesn't come all at once. It builds, quietly, uncomfortably. Because if their suspicions are correct, then this isn't random. It isn't chaos. It's pattern. It's repetition. It's method. And that means something even more disturbing. It means it could happen again. The investigation shifts. What once felt like separate tragedies now feels connected by something unseen but undeniable. And as pressure builds, detectives begin asking a question they can no longer ignore. How long had this been happening without anyone realizing? Because if the answer is longer than they think, then the number of victims might be higher than anyone is prepared to face. And somewhere within that growing realization is a chilling truth. The man they are now watching closely may have been closer to everything than anyone ever imagined. Close enough to see, close enough to know, close enough to never raise suspicion. Until now.
Welcome back. If this is your first time here, I'm so glad you found us. Do not forget to subscribe. Trust me, you don't want to miss a thing. Ensure to go back and watch the last 2 episodes so as to get full grasp of the unraveling of the full story. Before we begin, where are you listening from today? Drop your city or country in the comments. I love seeing how far this amazing community reaches. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a chilling story like this. Let's dive into this mystery story. Part 3. When the pieces start to fit. Investigations like this don't break open in a single moment. They unravel slowly, piece by piece, detail by detail. And sometimes, the smallest connection becomes the most important. By now, detectives are no longer asking whether these cases are linked. They're trying to prove it. Every file is reopened. Every timeline rechecked. Every overlooked detail brought back into focus. Witnesses are re-interviewed. Locations revisited. Evidence re-examined with a new perspective. And then, something begins to happen. The pieces start to fit. Not perfectly, not all at once, but enough to form a direction. Movements begin to align. Timelines begin to overlap. And the distance between the suspect and the victims begins to shrink. What once felt like scattered incidents now feels connected by something invisible, but very real. The case grows. Stronger. Heavier. More complex. Prosecutors begin preparing. Because suspicion alone isn't enough. They need evidence. They need structure. They need something that will hold. And one by one, charges begin to take shape. Each one representing a life. Each one adding weight to a case that is becoming impossible to ignore. Outside of the investigation, the public begins to catch on. News spreads. Questions flood in. People revisit old stories. Old disappearances. Old fears that suddenly feel more real than they did before. And the biggest question of all begins to surface. Was this preventable? Could something have been seen sooner? Or was this always going to remain hidden until it was too late? As the case builds towards something larger, something more definitive, another development emerges. Another charge. Another name. Another life added to the growing list. And suddenly, the scope of everything changes. Because this is no longer just a case. It's a pattern of violence that may stretch further than anyone originally believed. And if that's true, then what has been uncovered so far might only be the beginning.
The final and conclusive part. Part 4. The weight of the truth. By the time the latest charge is announced, the atmosphere has changed completely. What once felt uncertain now feels undeniable. Another victim. Another indictment. Another step closer to understanding what really happened. But with every answer comes a deeper question. Because each new development doesn't just bring clarity, it brings weight. The weight of lives lost, the weight of time that can't be undone, and the weight of a reality that is difficult to accept. That something like this could happen and go unnoticed for so long.
For investigators, the work continues. Carefully, methodically, they move forward, piece by piece, building a case that must stand not just in theory, but in court. For families, the journey is different. It's not about evidence, it's about closure, about understanding, about trying to make sense of something that will never fully make sense. And for the public, the case becomes something more than news. It becomes a reflection, a moment of questioning, of wondering how easily patterns can be missed, how danger can exist quietly, without drawing attention, until it's too late. Even now, there are questions that remain unanswered. How many victims are there truly? Were there signs that were overlooked? Could anything have changed the outcome? And perhaps the most haunting question of all, how does someone remain hidden while standing in plain sight? Let us know your thought in the comment section. To stay updated with more stories and cases, ensure to click the subscribe button and keep your notification on so as to get frequent notification of any of our new case uploads.